Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is all about you, Scorpio. That's right, this is your October 2020 pick a card reading. I'm using a signifier this month from the Vice Versa Tarot. This is your major arcana card in the Rider-Waite system, the Death card. Now, the Death card is a card about change, about growth, about moving forward into something better than what you have. This is the Vice Versa Tarot, and on the back side, it talks about the freedom, the excitement, the joy that comes from that change and that growth. So this is going to be something for me to focus on to represent you guys. We have 3 piles here. Before I get into this, I want to just ask that if you like these readings, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that bell icon so you can be notified when I upload, and most definitely, drop me a line down below. I love talking with you guys. Now, all 3 piles are going to get the Halloween Oracle by Stacey, DeMarco, and Jimmy Manton. And this is indicative of the artwork you'll see in this deck. This is Werewolf Exploring Wildness, doing something new. If you're looking for a job, this is looking in a place you wouldn't normally. Pile number 1 is represented by an Amethyst cluster. And the Tarot of Haunted House by Sasha and Mirco Pierfederici. And here is a representation of the artwork inside of this deck. This is the 3 of Pentacles, working together with someone else to create a solid new beginning, a solid foundation, a community, a group of some kind. That's pile number 1, Tarot of Haunted House, and the Amethyst cluster. Pile number 2 is represented by a superb Druzy and the Ghost Tarot by Davide, Corsi. This is representative of the cards you'll see in here, the artwork. This is the 9 of Wands, a card of being wounded, of being guarded, but reminding you that the worst is over. It's almost time to put down the burden and step away from all the pain and fighting. Pile number 2, Ghost Tarot and Superb Druzy. Pile number 3 is represented by a Goldstone. Come on. There we go. And the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot by Wright and Eugene Smith. Again, pile number 3, Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. Oh, and here is the Judgment card. This speaks of being careful not to judge others too harshly, being careful not to judge yourself too harshly. Something from the past that you once thought dead, coming back to life. Pile number 3, Edgar Allan Poe Tarot and the Goldstone. So I'm going to give you a moment to resonate. For those interested in what deck this was, this is the Vice Versa Tarot by Massimiliano Filadoro, Davide Corsi, and Lunea Weatherstone. Pile number 1, Tarot of Haunted House and Amethyst. Pile number 2, Ghost Tarot and Superb Druzy. And pile number 3, Edgar Allan Poe Tarot and the Goldstone. As always, timestamps will be down below in both the description box and the comments. I'm going to give you a moment. And if you need a bit more time, go ahead and pause that video. And let's get started. All right, my beautiful amethystine Scorpios. My mother-in-law is a Scorpio, and her favorite color is purple, so I included this in homage to her. We have the Tarot of Haunted House. Here is the back of those cards again. Come on. And let's get started. I hope September was kind to you. I hope you were able to overcome any rough patches that came your way. And I hope that October remains kind to you, bringing you all manner of success and joy, because you guys deserve it. Scorpios have been working hard for a little while now, and I think you guys are going to have a treat coming up soon. All right, let's take a look. Let's see what the Tarot of Haunted House has to say about what is coming your way in October. All right. Bottom of the deck, your energy is that of the Hanged Man. This is someone who takes time out to consider other people's opinions, listens to other people's points of view, takes time out to look at the world in a different way, gain a different perspective in some way, shape, or form. Our first card out is the Chariot. Now, the Chariot this side speaks of news coming in, of victory, of healing, of travel. On this side, the Chariot speaks of being a little bit out of control, of not having your hands on the reins, as it were. This can indicate a difficult time. It can also indicate that you are refusing to move in some way, shape, or form, refusing to move on an idea, refusing to move houses, refusing to move on something. We have the Page of Swords saying that you're kind of in the information gathering stage at this point in time. The Page of Swords is someone who seeks knowledge and collects it, but doesn't always know how to apply it. We have the Judgment card, which is interesting because that's the card that showed up when I was showing off the Edgar Allan Poe tarot. But Judgment speaks of, again, things from the past coming back, hence all the zombies, and, not judging yourself or others too harshly. And speaking of judging yourself and others too harshly, this is the Five of Swords. And in this card, the Five of Swords is the head maid who just told off the other maid. And, she's being comforted by the owner of the house and is probably going to lose her job for being too harsh. So it's a victory. Yeah, she got to tell off that maid for doing something wrong, but at what cost? Now, the lady of the house is mad at her. But we have the Six of Wands here, which says that there is some recognition, and the Ten of Pentacles of achievement or recognition that's worth achievement, having everything you wanted, everything you needed, recognizing that you already had that. So we got 5. We have the Knight of Pentacles here, someone solid, dependable, an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is someone that's always there when you need them. And if they're drawing up a contract, they are a little bit slow, but you can guarantee there's no loopholes and every I is dotted, every T is crossed, and it is the most airtight contract in your favor imaginable. The Four of Cups says you may be feeling a little bit meh. You could be feeling ill, you could just be feeling bored, disinterested. You're not really seeing an offer that's being made to you as the other possibility. We have the Emperor, could be dealing with an Aries. This speaks also of taking control of your situation, of your life, and making it go where you want to go, be the boss. And we have the Death card here, which is a card of change. You know that. This is your card. So I feel like you are taking control and tempering your emotion about something to learn the other side of somebody's story. It's possible something, either a relationship or a job, got upset and you're digging in to find out why, like why they canceled or why they chose somebody else. You're digging in to find out why, and it brings up a new opportunity. So, be careful of how you phrase things. You're going to get some recognition for your hard work. They're going to see you as someone who is dependable, and they may offer you a job, and it may be an offer that you don't see at first, or an offer that like it shows up in your spam folder, or you don't see yourself doing that job. But like, if you take control and make the change you need to sort of temper things, I think you're going to see something in a new way that brings you a whole lot of happiness, Scorpio. This is also possible that you've been fighting with someone in your family, and it's like you're realizing that there's no point to fighting, that you're family and you have to kind of work together and get along. So if they make jabs, you're just going to pretend to ignore it and be the better person. That's kind of what I see here. If you're looking for work in the month of October, I do see you finding something, either work or some assistance program. But like we've got the Knight of Pentacles, and that's someone solid, dependable. We've got the Aries card, the Emperor here. So I do feel like there is opportunities for new work coming your way in October. One of them is really going to recognize your worth. So be very careful. Again, check your spam folder, especially if there's something that you're really interested in and you don't see anything from them and they said they would contact you. Double check your spam folder. And do that and temper your emotions before you reply to anything. Because if you're like, you told me you would get back to me and you never got back to me, that can always start things off on a wrong foot. So be like, hey, I'm just checking in. I know you said you would get back to me, but it's been a few days and I want to, see what's going on. And that save you the trouble from having to dig up my email address. How is everything going okay? Or is there any news? Something along those lines. But this is really beautiful. I mean, your last 4 cards here are major arcana. You have 6 major arcana cards in total. So this is something big in regards to finances for some of you that is like going to make things so much better for the future for you. This could also be you coming into an inheritance, someone you didn't know real well. But you're changing the way you're looking at things, something you never thought would be for you. You've got happiness coming. So you've got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. So there's a lot of good coming your way. And I feel like the big important part of this is this card right here. The Hangman and the Temperance together. Changing the way that you deal with your emotions in this respect, possibly either in an interview or regards to an interview, is going to really get you that win. It's going to really change the way you're looking at things, and it's going to bring you an absolute win. And you guys deserve it. You guys are awesome. All right, so let's get these guys out of the way. And let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards for you guys. Again, this is the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco and Jimmy Manton. And I really like these cards. Oh, we have the Underworld, where all things pause and begin again. So if someone's taking a break from social media, that might be a good idea. Or if someone's thinking of taking a break. If someone has been taking a break, they're saying that the break was probably a good idea. It might be worth thinking about going back. That's something you're going to have to decide. So, since it was just my clumsy hands, I'm not including it in the reading, but I just did want to point it out in case it meant something to somebody, because you never know what messages are in the cards. And maybe it was my funky hands, maybe it wasn't. And this guy came out again. The Lamp, Remembrance, and I didn't mention him the first time. He was on the other half of the deck when I first split it. This is about, keeping a light on for someone, remembering good, fond memories. This is like the 6 of Cups in tarot. You could be dealing with someone from your past. You could be dealing with places from your past, going home, dealing with your parents, or just remembering some good times that happened in the month of October. Some great Halloween memories. Maybe you're making some great Halloween memories with someone, but you're having a good time. We have Trick or Treat, Mischief and Play. That's fantastic. This is all about having fun, learning to enjoy life, act like a kid. So I feel like Halloween is going to bring some measure of fun and excitement your way, even if you're staying at home and watching scary movies with someone. It's going to be fun for you. Scrying. Trust your intuition, though. I could be wrong. Your intuition should always be the thing guiding you. For those that believe it's your connection to the divine, there are some that think that it's your subconscious mind contacting your conscious mind. There are some that think it's your angels talking to you, or, you know, things of that nature. But trust it, because it's only there to protect you. We have joy, rejoicing in the present. And maybe it's just me, but she kind of reminds me of Buffy's mom from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She kind of reminds me of Joyce Summers. And then we have Owl, wise seeing, wise action. So I feel like some of you came to this video looking for answers that you already have. We have Werewolf, exploring wildness. That's amusing to me because that was the card showing. So some of you are needing some fun. And I feel like October is going to be bringing that fun for you. Trust your intuition, and you know, if someone is coming over that really, really likes and enjoys scary movies and stuff like that, you know, and you want to plan some practical jokes or some spooky stuff, do it. But if they're someone who does not much care for those things, you know, don't do it. That's what the wise seeing, wise action, and the intuition are there for. But it's all here to tell you to have fun. Like, you're remembering Halloween when you were a kid and you're trying to relive that experience. And this October is bringing that to you. And maybe it's not just Halloween, but I keep, you know, with trick or treat here, I just feel like perhaps some of you have felt like kind of meh about Halloween this year. And I feel like there is something coming that's going to change that for you in October. Like, you get to this point where you're like, no, you know what? I'm gonna make the fun. I'm gonna have a blast. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make ice cream. I'm gonna make cake. I'm gonna make popcorn and caramel. I'm gonna get a ton of those, you know, Halloween candy bags, and we're just gonna sit and we're gonna binge watch, you know, Halloween movies all night. This is you taking control and making the fun happen. This is you exploring a little bit of your wild side and just having fun. I mean, you got play, you've got rejoicing in the present, exploring wildness, remembrance. So there's a lot of fun that needs to be had. And I think that Halloween is going to bring you just a blast. And I'm so happy because you guys freaking deserve that fun, especially at Halloween. I mean, right? Come on. So that is what I have for you, gorgeous. I'm going to actually show you these cards here. Because these are the ones that I want you to focus on. These are the ones that will be most important for you. Sorry for knocking the camera. All right. Remember how much fun you had when you were a kid? And if you have kids, maybe recreate that with them. If you don't have kids, maybe find someone else to recreate that with. Watch your favorite movies, eat your favorite candies, your favorite foods, and just have a ball. You know, you don't need to have a Halloween party to make those, mummy weenie wraps or, a meatloaf face, a zombie face, stuff like that. You don't need to have a bunch of people over. It can be you and your significant other, and you guys can just do that stuff to have fun. I think that's where we've kind of about some things. We assume that we have to have everything for everybody. All right. So, sorry for those watching through. I didn't mean to rant at you, and hopefully you didn't mind. I just had to shuffle those cards a little bit. Let's get into pile number 2. You guys chose the superb Druzy and the Ghost Tarot. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what October has in store for you. I hope September has been treating you kind. I hope you guys have found everything you need this month. And I hope that October is beautiful to you because you guys deserve it. I hope that only good things come your way. And I hope that you guys get some good news soon. All right. We're going to start out here with the 8 of Wands. Feeling free, possible travel, a message coming in. I kind of see it as a victory card as well. We have the 5 of Swords. Funny I say that because 5 of Swords is victory, but at what cost? Sometimes the cost isn't a bad cost at all. We have the King of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, someone who is very fiery, passionate, charismatic. This can be you. Whoa. All right. We have the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation, of harvest, of birth, of maturation, of fertilization. You could be working with someone on a project, at a job, having to be creative in some way, shape, or form. We have the Wheel of Fortune saying things are turning in your favor. Some good news is about to come your way. Things are working for you right now. So, some of you are about to get a message about a victory over a fire sign or from a fire sign. And it's going to allow you to feel free. It's going to have you feeling creative, and your turn is coming. You're learning something new with the Page of Pentacles here. And it's something I think that you found exciting for a good long time, but you've never been able to really do up until now. We have the Sun card here. The Sun card is a card of happiness, a card of having everything that you need, everything that you want, everything good in your life. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. You may have been drawn to the first pile. This is a card of Aries. It's a card of taking control of your life. We have the 6 of Cups. This is a card of someone from your past coming back, dwelling on past memories, going back to your childhood home. We have the 10 of Wands, a card of putting down a burden, letting go of something that's been bothering you, something you've been holding on to that you don't need to hold on to anymore. We have the Page of Swords, doing some research, learning something new that brings you the world. Another page comes in with the Page of Wands. You could be young, dealing with other young people. We have a young air sign, a young earth sign, and a young fire sign here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. A Leo pops up again with the Strength card. We have the Magician here saying that you're manifesting something into your life, and that thing is the 9 of Cups, which is a card of happiness, a card of wishes granted. What I am seeing here for so many of you is like a return to power, if that makes sense. I don't know what that means, but that's what I get here. Like, you're feeling free, you're feeling victorious, you have someone fiery and exciting to help you, that kind of answers to you. You're a boss, you're creating something really cool, things are turning in your favor, you're learning something, you're really excited by something that makes you really happy, something that brings a lot of enlightenment and just joy your way. It makes you feel like a kid again. You're setting down burdens, you're kind of being smart with your words, you're looking at having the world at your feet, and you're kind of jumping into that and enjoying it. You're staying strong and you're manifesting everything you want in your life. October is going to be a really bomb month for you, really awesome. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcana. So October might be a fairly significant month for you, but in a really good way. If, like I said, it's like a return to power. I feel like some of you have been feeling a little overwhelmed and a little off kilter, and like you're now coming back to rights, or like coming back to balance, and it's beautiful. I mean, your center of your reading is the Empress and the World, a card of creation, a card of manifestation, and a card of having everything that you set out to get for yourself. And, you know, add the Sun and the Magician in there, and this is a really beautiful reading. You're letting go of burdens, you're putting away past pain, you're victorious in so many ways, things are moving and working for you finally, you're feeling happy again, you're feeling like a kid again, you're learning new things that are just exciting you all over the place, and you're going to get a gift from the universe because you have been such a boss, because you have been so freaking amazing. And if I were to take all of your most amazing cards in this thing, I don't know that I'd have enough room for them all. I mean, just this enough is pretty amazing, right? The Magician, the World, the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun. This is like movie stuff. Manifesting everything you ever wanted. It's all good. You're good. Things are good. They're going in your favor because you deserve it. Because it's meant for you. We're going to put these cards away. And I'm going to pull out some Oracle cards. Again, we're using the Halloween Oracle by Jimmy Manton and Stacey DeMarco. And let's see what the Oracle cards have to say for October. For my beautiful Scorpios. What does October have in store for my gorgeous, amazing Scorpios? I hope that September, and I've already said that. Wow. I'm sorry, I had a little bit of a brain fart. Let's see. Come on. Let us know what is going on with our Scorpios in October. Let's have some good advice for them. What can they do to ensure that they have this beautiful and amazing October? We have dawn, the light after the darkness. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Again, you've got really good things coming your way because you deserve it, because it's your turn, because you've done the things you were supposed to do. We have Cauldron, Synergy, and Healing. Again, like I said, I feel like you guys are like coming back to your power. Hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. Let's get one more, please. One more for my gorgeous Scorpios. All right. We have eternal love. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. And then under the deck, skeleton, strength. So what I'm getting here in the Oracle cards is the worst is over. You are on a path of healing right now, returning to a place of happiness. This may be dealing with someone that you love, or this may be a gift coming your way from someone that you love, or, you know, someone from your past, an ancestor perhaps. Stay strong, because again, you have dawn. The worst is over. Healing is beginning. Happiness is returning. Things are going to be going good. Some of you, if you're looking for love, you may be meeting your true love in the month of October. Some of you are already with that true love. If you're looking for work, I think you're going to find it. So stay strong. Trust yourself. Trust your gut. And know that the worst is over. You know, this is what's coming your way. This right here. The light after the darkness. Synergy and healing. Hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. This is what is coming your way, lovelies. So, it's beautiful. You're beautiful, and you deserve a beautiful reading like that. So, I hope all this good stuff comes in for you, because as I said, it's something that I feel like you guys truly, truly deserve. All right. I love you guys. Okay, for those watching through, I am going to shuffle these a little bit before I get into the next batch, because that way they're good and mixed up before I shuffle them again in the reading. It's just something I've kind of always, how I've always done it. Usually I tended to switch between oracle cards, but are you kidding me? It's Halloween. This is the one time I can use this deck unironically. All right, so here we go. Pile number 3, my gorgeous Goldstone crew. Let us see what you beautiful Scorpios have in store for the month of October. You chose the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot by Rose Wright and Eugene Smith. Here's what the backs look like again. And let's go ahead and get started. I hope September was good to you guys. And I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to watch these readings. It really means a lot to me. And I hope that October brings you Scorpios the peace and joy that you deserve. We have a jumper. It is the King of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, someone who is very good with money, someone who understands how the material realm works, good with animals, good with plants, good with finances and procuring and lending finances to people. I'm going to go one more riffle, and then I am going to go to a hand-to-hand shuffle. All right. Please show me what is coming for my beautiful Scorpios in October of 2020. Well, that's a nice thing to have coming your way. You have the world here. This is having everything you ever wanted and everything you ever needed. October is going to be a very good month for you, I think. We have the Empress, a card of creation. You could have been drawn to pile number 2. The Empress speaks of creating something, bringing something to harvest, birth, maturity, fertility. 2 major arcana so far, both saying you have the world at your feet. The 8 of Cups says you're walking away from something that is not making sense to you or working for you anymore. And the 3 of Wands suggests that your ships are coming in. Things are working in your favor. So you've been doing some growing, I think, Scorpio. 5 of Swords, victory, but at what cost? I don't think there is a cost. I think this victory is coming from all the work you did with all this growth at the beginning. The world, the Empress. You've been making changes to your life and growing and changing how you deal with the people around you. And it's beautiful. And it's bringing your ships in. It's bringing you a gift of some kind. A victory of some kind. We have one of your cards here, the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This is someone who is very loving, very caring, someone who, you know, family first, really good mom. We have the High Priestess telling you to trust your intuition, Scorpio. You guys have one of the best gut feelings in the world. You are very, very good at it, so trust it. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment card. This is a card of being careful not to judge other people too harshly, being careful not to judge yourself too harshly. Something from the past, once thought dead, coming back to life or coming back to haunt you. You have a lot of major arcana here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards. So over half your reading is major. You have the world at your fingertips in the month of October that you're starting out with. You're creating something new and you're leaving behind things that don't work for you. This is bringing you to where you're supposed to be. You're going to have a victory. I don't think there is a cost to this victory because of what's happened ahead. I think this is just a solid victory. We have the Queen of Cups here, and it's a victory you're going to love because you paid attention to your intuition. There may be someone or something from the past that you thought finished coming back. Be honest. You know, when they come back in, be very, very honest. Don't be super defensive. But be honest. If they hurt you and you don't want them in your life, tell them that. You hurt me. I don't want you in my life. Have a good life. Goodbye. Or don't have a good life. You know, fuck off. Go to hell. These things are perfectly acceptable if someone has hurt you in the past. You don't have to deal with someone who has hurt you. I saw on Twitter today, one of my friends was saying that someone who bullied him when he was younger wrote a book, and so they were expecting him to promote that book because they went to school together. And I went, that's ridiculous. No, you earned your place here. Nobody gave you your place as an author. You earned it through your hard work and your good writing. And so should they. And he said that these people were calling him petty for it. And there were people saying, yeah, you're being petty by not forgiving them for doing this thing to you. And I'm like, he doesn't need to forgive them. He doesn't have to. It's good. It's good to forgive people that have hurt you because you're forgiving them for your sake. So you don't have to think about them anymore and you can move on. But you don't have to accept someone's apology, and you don't have to do them favors just because you grew up with them or you knew them in school or what have you. You can say no. And sometimes, and I feel like in October, the reason why I tell this story is because I feel like in October you're learning to say no to certain people. And this no is bringing you victory. This no is bringing your ships in. People are starting to listen to you and what you have to say. They're starting to see you for somebody serious. And as well they should, Scorpio, because you are not to be trifled with. You guys are very good at what you do. When you choose to do something, you become the best at it because that's who you are. And it's awesome. My Scorpio friends and my Scorpio mother-in-law have helped me out so many times because they are the best in their fields. They're the ones I know I can count on and rely on to have the best information and know all of the everything going on because they are so good at what they do. It just is innate. So please show my beautiful Scorpios. This came out for the last group. Dawn, the light after the darkness. So some of you have been going through some difficult times, and it's going to get better. You got better coming on the way. And that's good, because you deserve it. You deserve to have a lot better coming your way. Spider, community and web weaving. Well, you may want to look at joining a group of some kind. If you're an author, join a group of authors. If you're a painter, join a group of painters. Someone that can understand you, where you're at, and, provide a web, a network to help and grow. We have Black Cat, Fortune Meets Opportunity. You better believe that in these connecting groups, people, local people that get coffee together and stuff, you better believe that there are some movers and shakers in there that will help you and you can help them. And it's a good thing to get into for some. The Skull of Flowers, creating through the ashes. Okay, so you have the Empress here and you have the Skull of Flowers and we have the Skull of Light, illumination. So I just want to show you the High Priestess is a card of illumination. The Skull of Light is a card of illumination. You have a Skull of Flowers, creating through ashes, and the Empress, which talks about creation. So I love it when the cards back themselves up like this. Okay. So, I'll mix these up, didn't I? I apologize. So you got some good things coming your way, Scorpio. And I feel like some of you are going to be able to move in a way that you haven't for a while. Some of you, Scorpio, like, is just going to be your month. October is just going to be your month, Scorpio. There is a lot of good things coming your way. Make sure that you're connecting with people. Leave behind people that are not working for you. Leave behind anyone who disparages your creations. And I'm not talking about honest critique. I'm talking about, you suck, boo, that kind of stuff. That's not helpful. Ignore that. Leave it behind. Walk away. Because your ships are coming in. There is a victory here for you. Don't, ignore those cutting words. Pull yourself together. Realize how awesome and amazing you are. Look at how connected you are to the world. The High Priestess is here to say that you are imperative in this world. Something from the past might come back. Be honest if it does. Tell them how you truly feel. Because, Scorpio, you have an amazing October ahead. And you deserve every bit of it, lovelies. All right. I will see you guys next month. And I love you very, very much. And I want to thank you, Scorpio, for being you. Because, boy, you guys, you help in the dark times more than anybody. So, thank you. I love you guys.